What is the opposite of a gun? It's a question I ask often. Some people laugh and say a flower. Others say a hug. Some say a frog standing on a mushroom holding a torch. It sounds absurd, but absurdity is sometimes the only way to tell the truth. Because violence is not power. Violence is always, at its core, the removal of power. Every act of violence ends possibilities. Every death destroys an entire universe of futures, silences an entire observation point. Trauma installs ego, and ego repeats trauma endlessly. Violence imitates earlier violence, echoes earlier wounds. It cannot create, it can only subtract. A gun, then, is the purest symbol of a closed system, a device of entropy, collapsing futures into silence. This is why the far right, the alt-right, those who worship scarcity, are so obsessed with guns. Because they cannot imagine creation, they cannot imagine novelty. They can only imagine control, deprivation, removal. And statistically, they are more likely to use them, because the gun is their entire philosophy in miniature. So, what is the opposite of that? The opposite of a gun must be whatever creates power, whatever multiplies possibility, whatever lets life flow instead of ending it. It could be a song that fills others with strength. It could be a kiss that sparks new futures. It could be a mushroom, dropping spores to grow a forest. It could be a torch, carried forward to light the path for others. It could be laughter, absurdity, surrealism. Because play disarms the seriousness of closed systems. The opposite of a gun is Gnosis itself, short-circuiting ego, dissolving trauma loops, letting feelings and energy flow freely again. But asking the question is not enough. We have to build it. We have to build a world that distributes life instead of depriving it. That means systems of cooperation, like the mycelium underground. That means symbols of illumination instead of control. That means replacing scarcity with networks of sharing. That means composting the dead systems of violence and letting mushrooms grow in their place. A world that distributes life over depriving it. That is the true opposite of a gun. And it starts here. With us. With the questions we ask, the symbols we spread, the spores we release into the cracks of history. So I'll ask you again, what is the opposite of a gun? Because in your answer, you are helping us build the future.